Alright, guys, so today we are going to be talking about Othello by William Shakespeare. So guys, I am just going to be summarizing some of the play. I'm not going to get into specific details. I am just going to go over themes and like some of the characters that I feel are very important to this play because this is a play. As you can see here, there are two pictures. So this picture right here is a movie called O. It's inspired by the play Othello. This one is more of a modern version of Othello. It was made in 2001. This one it was made in 1995, but it has more of like the language and how you read Shakespeare. Like it's literally them just like when you reading it through your books. It's the same way like that it is in the book. This one is more modern. It's like he's playing basketball. It's a little different. But we are going to be watching both of these movies because I do want you to compare and contrast them and I want you to see the difference. And I want you to tell me what you guys like about it. Okay? All right. So characters, guys, we are not going to be talking about all these characters because I really want to break it down for you guys a little bit. We are only going to be talking about Othello, Desdemona, Iago, Barbancio, and the Duke of Venice. Um, we'll leave the other characters for later. I do want to focus on these characters specifically because of the fact that like they are the main characters of this play. So, this play, well, the story took place in Venice, Italy. This play was written in 1603. Practically, what was going on was there was a war between Venice and Turkey, and that is the background of this play. So this is like a little cartoon of what it looks like. Yeah, the water is still blue like this. If you look up Venice, Italy. So we're gonna start with our first main character, Othello. Othello he is a military general. He got promoted to military general. Um, so he is referred to as a Moor because of the color of his skin. So Othello is one of the main characters. He marries Desdemona, as you guys can see through the play. Before he was military general, people liked him because of the fact that he was fighting in the war. He was defending Venice, even though he wasn't from Venice. He was from Africa. So people liked him and saw him grow up. Just how like and saw him grow up and just saw him grow up. Sorry guys. But yeah. So practically he's referred to a Moor because he is black and because he has black features. And it's really racist how that happens. And as you go through the play, you see a lot of racist comments going on because of the fact that Othello is black. People start to get jealous of Othello because of the fact that he does marry a white woman and because he does get promoted to military general. So our next character is Desdemona. Desdemona marries Othello. Um, as you see her throughout the play, she is a very patient character, especially towards Othello. She chooses Othello against like her father, and she does that because of the fact that her mother did that with her father. Like her mother chose her father instead of like choosing her father. So Desdemona does choose Othello instead of her family because of the fact that she is in love with him and because her mother did it too. Um, she is she is a very patient person towards Othello, but she is also a very strong individual. So she doesn't like as you see the early acts scenes also you see her be like just a strong individual. Like you can see that she's head on, has a good head on her shoulders. So as we go on to the through the play, she does marry Othello behind her father's back, and we'll come back to the Duke of Venice. But Barbancio, her father, this is Barbancio right here, he becomes upset because she marries a black man. And what's funny is that Barbancio does know Othello and he's seen him grow up. And he loved Othello and he used to talk to him and he used to have Othello come over and they used to talk about war and all these things. But as soon as Barbancio saw that he married her daughter, he just didn't think that she was good enough. And the person who tells Barbancio of this secret marriage is Iago, Othello's best friend. And as you can see throughout the novel, he is a really jealous man. Like, he is so jealous of Othello because Othello does marry a white woman and because he does get promoted military general because he wanted the job. So, guys, as we're going through these pictures, I am just summarizing. I'm almost done here. But yes, this is Barbancio, Desdemona's father, and this is Othello and Desdemona. We are gonna go back to the Duke of Venice. So as you can see here, like um Barbancio goes to Othello, like he goes to him fighting about how he stole his daughter and all this stuff, but he doesn't. Like she voluntarily, like she is in love with this man. But point is, he goes and to fight Othello, and then they just end up going to the Duke of Venice. It's kind of like a courtroom type of situation, where the Duke of Venice, which is this man right here, hears out what Barbancio has to say about Othello, and then he explains to him that he cannot marry his daughter, but I mean, they are already married, and like the Duke explains that he is a good man besides the color of his skin. But the color of skin shouldn't be a problem anyway. Because, you know. Okay, guys, so this is my last slide, but these are the themes. So, the themes here, of course, is racism because you see going through the play that Othello is called a Moor because of the color of his skin, because of the features, because like just his the color of his skin, his race. So he is bashed because of the fact that he is black, and because he's black, he's automatically thought of as bad. So Barbancio swears that Desdemona made such a bad mistake marrying this man, but like she doesn't. She's just in love. Like who cares about the color of his skin? Keep that in mind, guys. We are going to be going more in depth about racism. So also, we have to look at the way Barbencio reacts to their marriage and how he thinks that it's gonna go bad. Something else is jealousy. So jealousy, Othello becomes jealous because of the fact that Iago puts in his head. This is Iago. Iago puts in his head that Desdemona is cheating on him. But the jealousy also starts with Iago. Iago literally plans to destroy Othello's marriage. He plans to destroy Othello's life. And I'm not going to tell you the ending of what happens here because I want us to read it in class. But this is just a little bit of what's going on here. The jealousy starts with Iago and then it starts going to Othello. And I feel like the stereotypes of Othello fill up when he starts to become a jealous man. Because he starts to become aggressive, and I feel like they, in the play, definitely made him seem like he was so aggressive, but he really wasn't. He became aggressive because of the fact that he was jealous. But yes. So, guys, thank you for watching, and just keep in mind that tomorrow we will be going over the play. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.